Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having a Virgo sun and Scorpio moon in a natal chart. Now, first off, the basic character, which is the sun. In this case, the sun being Virgo can be very organized, analytical, detail-oriented, industrious, reliable, and scrupulous. Now, on the unconscious level, which is the moon, in this case, the moon being in Scorpio, um, can be very intense, resourceful, incisive, probing, and resilient. And this combination could be very good, I would say, for analytical, like psychology or something with the occult, which would include astrology. Virgo is about analysis and diagnosing things. Scorpio is associated, um, with the occult, with psychology. This could be good for investigation too, because the Virgo sun, the basic character, is punctilious with details, and the Scorpio moon may have that need, that emotional need, to investigate and get to the bottom of things and to be problem solving. Now, the thing about this too is now this person may bring that Virgo sun industry into something Scorpio related, which is can include psychology, or again the occult, which includes astrology, locksmithing, recycling, investigation, the things that involve transformation, whether it could be sculpting or it could be rebuilding a vehicle. Now, the sun in astrology is connected with our basic wants, and the Virgo sun wants to be of service and stay busy and be helpful to others. And the moon is about our emotional needs. The Scorpio moon needs power, control, things that are complex, intimate connections, going beyond the surface, going beyond the superficial, and going beyond, subterfuge as well. And the thing is, with this, the sun is about our true self, and the sun being in Virgo, it can be punctual, systematic, and health conscious. And the inner self, which is the moon is the inner personality, and the moon being in Scorpio, well, can be obsessive, transforming, secretive. And the thing too is the sun is about our drive and motivation. And the person with the sun in Virgo may be very driven and motivated, which is the sun, and the sun being in Virgo, to work and be helpful. And with the moon in Scorpio, the person may do so with feeling very passionate, with more, this can be done more passion, more desire, and more emotional intensity. And I would say this is more harmonious, the way this energy can work together. If it's in a sextile aspect, in astrology is 60 degrees. An example, I use a 10-degree orb. If at least one personal planet is involved, in this case there's two personal planets involved, of course the sun and the moon. Now, as an example, if the Virgo sun is at 7 degrees and the Scorpio moon is at 3 degrees, that would form a sextile aspect. Now, this would be, again, it could be very positive for incorporating that Virgo sun, wanting to analyze, and the Scorpio moon need to get to the bottom of things. Again, I do believe this could be a great, combination, for some investigation or forensics work. I mean, the Virgo sun, again, is very basic, fundamental character. It can be very detail oriented and doesn't miss a lot. And the Scorpio moon, it has that need to get to the bottom of things and solve mysteries. So it could be a very good combination for that. The thing about this in combination too, I'd say, can be a little bit suspicious combination. Earth signs in general can be suspicious and cynical, and Scorpio may arguably be the most suspicious of the zodiac signs. So this is the kind of person, that's not gonna likely not gonna reveal or divulge too much about his or herself. Especially, I mean, having the Scorpio moon, the moon, is about, our home, family life, people you're close to home with. And this is that part of life where this person is apt to be, very secretive and not really, reveal too much. Will conceal a lot of that information from others. And now the thing about this is, the sun in astrology is represents the biological father. So somebody with a Virgo sun, with a biological father, may be a Virgo sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those characteristics. And the moon in astrology represents the mother. So this person may have their mother, may be a Scorpio sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those traits. And it also reflects the perception of these people. Now, somebody with a Virgo sun may perceive the biological father as somebody that's analytical, detail-oriented, helpful, service-oriented. At the same time, they see the person as overly pedantic, cynical, critical, and judgmental. Now, the person that has, their moon in Scorpio, may perceive the mother as somebody that's very resourceful, strong-willed, transforming, empowering. But at the same time, they see the mother as somebody that's overly secretive or suspicious, maybe caustic even, and even vengeful in some cases. Now, this is looking at this as well, the sun in astrology is connected with our actions, and the moon is associated with, the reactions, the responses, the emotions. Virgo sun, their actions may often be geared again toward helping others, being of service to others, being helpful, but not, in an officious or unwanted manner. Now, the Scorpio moon, the reactions, can be very quick, could be intense, could be with a lot of emotional intensity. And Scorpio moon, even though, Virgo sun by itself would not be known to be emotionally exuberant, but the Scorpio moon, even though they may have control, a lot of control and power over their emotions, their emotions when they come out can be very convoluted and very powerful and intense. And this person is likely more, sensitive, than he or she is, it really, shows others. And, the thing about this too is a lot of this too can, be dependent and predicated on, modifying influences, contraindicators in the natal chart. If a person has, say a Capricorn, they have the Virgo sun and Scorpio moon combination, but if they have a Capricorn ascendant, that might really hold back, the emotional energy. At least the person that has that combination, will not, reveal as much outwardly any kind of, intense emotional energy, because Capricorn rising outwardly can appear, very, cold and undemonstrative. But the person with the Scorpio, having the Scorpio moon, can still be, have a emotional intensity, but it's not, but any sensitivity, the sensitivity would not be as noticeable. If you have like this combination of Virgo sun, Scorpio moon, and a water ascendant, then the person, can be even more sensitive, even than, typical person that would have, the Scorpio moon, because of course the water signs are known to be more sensitive and more emotional. If somebody has, this combination of Virgo sun and Scorpio moon, I'm just saying the Scorpio moon, let alone, putting the Virgo sun aside, if you have the Scorpio moon and it's in the first house and you have Scorpio rising, then, people aren't readily going to understand when you're upset, because it's going to be difficult to suppress or hide the feelings when you have the moon in the first house. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.